Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. 'Tis I, your humble host, the one that is always coming to you live from inside the bowels of our armadillo sanctuary and inhabitants. Sorry for the delayed start today, the late start, if that is what you want to call it. I guess it kind of makes sense, because, you know, we are. And I got distracted. I am not going to lie, I started watching a few other streamers randomly, and I got distracted, and we're here now, don't worry. Hello. Hello. I was, you know, talking to a guy about a tree. Or wait, does that work? Is that a thing? Talking to a dog about a tree? What the hell's the quote? I have no idea. Whatever. Let's go. So, I have a couple things that I wish to accomplish today. Number uno, which I think is probably the most important thing, is we need to get the scaffolding done along this ridge. And we also need to decide if we like this ridge. Like, I don't know that I love that right there. I don't know that I love that, but I think we're just gonna send it. Stop piddle farting around. Just send it. Send it. Send it now. Oh, yes. So that's just what we're gonna do, I think. We're just gonna fucking send this shit as hard and as fast as we can. We're gonna send it, and we're gonna hope that everything just works out in the way that I think it should. Alright, so we're gonna try and get to the same Y level, but we know that that could be difficult, because I have no freaking clue what that Y level is. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you this. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna wing it. we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it, and we're gonna hope for the best, and we're gonna have to try and figure out how the freak to encompass this. I like this weird peak. I don't know why, but it reminds me of, like, the Grinch. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And maybe that's a thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, we're still not at the Y level. I mean, theoretically, it's the same height as this, right? Because, like, this is one mountain. So, theoretically, that tall. Alright? You feel me? So, like, I suppose we're getting way up here. Like, way up there is where we kind of need to match to, right? How will that work? I have no actual idea. And then the question is, does this wall come up? Or how work? Is it like a one-sided mountain? I'm not sure. I didn't really think this far. And now we're also doing this. Ooh, we gotta fix this too. Let's do this first. So two things that I want to accomplish is this. Agile. I gotta look into that. Hold on. I gotta look into that. Where is that? Twitch. Yes. Welcome back. Trying to see Yeah, I have disabled pre-rolls. Enable or run stream display ads. Unless it's a stream display ad, that could be something that I am not knowing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's only for US and Europe? Maybe. I haven't thought that far into it, to be honest. Maybe. Welcome on in, Latte. Hope you're doing all right. We're getting real close to late Christmas time right now. Very close. We're a hop, skip, and a jump away. A whopping 2 days away from Kris Kringle himself dragging his heavy sack into your house and unloading it furbishly. Yes, that's right. Santa never leaves your house with a full sack. It's always empty. I'm not really sure what I was going for there, but we definitely have went somewhere with that. We've went somewhere. I'm not sure if that's the place we meant to be going. Wait, what? Yes. I'm not sure if that's what we meant to go for, but that is definitely where we ended up. Santa and his heaping sack, leaving it empty when he leaves your place. Kind of fucked. I don't know. It's kind of fucked. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it is fine, you know? All those ho-ho-hos and his empty sack. God, it's just getting worse. Oh boy. I'm gonna be like Uncle Roger for a second. Sorry, children. Sorry, children. Okay. Anyway, we're chilling today. We're doing a couple things. I want to get that scaffolding up and about over here. And I want to get this fixed. And then, I don't know what else I want to do, because that's probably not going to take us the full duration, but I do want to do both of those things. 2 little goals that I feel are reasonable in capacity, and things that we can do most likely. Like 87.2% chance of accomplishing these goals, which I think is a pretty high number. I'm proud of that number. I'm very proud of that number. So, yeah. We're going to shoot for it. Reach for the sky. Reach for the stars, as Woody says from Toy Story. And we're just going to continue going here. Joking around, laughing, relaxing, how cool. And I was shooting some b-ball outside of the school, you know? Couple of guys that were up to no good and started making trouble in my neighborhood. God, that's such an old reference. It's such an old reference. I'm in a weird mood today, as I am a lot of the days now. For whatever reason, I think I'm just letting the inner weirdness out, right? So I've lulled you guys into a false sense of security. You're like, this man is relatively normal. And little by little, my armor is cracking. It's got holes in it, and it's becoming increasingly more difficult to hold in the weird, you know? And that's really where I'm at right now. So now I'm just kind of letting the weird flow, letting it shine, and you guys are getting the traditional sense of what it's like to be inside my melon. And I don't know if you guys will like it, because it's a very scary place in there, but you can be welcome in my melon. God, I'm saying some weird shit today. Anyway. this first. Fix this first, then do the other things. Yes, yes. Let's do just that, babies. Just that. Bum bum ba da dum. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's see. Can we get this done? And Latte, how are you doing today? Doing well? Have you done a lot? Are you studying? Are you being a good little boy? God, weird. Fucking weird. What am I doing? Alright. You're distraught. I know. I do have that effect on people. I'm so sorry. Had to subject you to it. Why are we distraught? Did you spoil the milk? Did you leave the cake out in the rain? It's not you, it's my ex. That's all I'm willing to share. Sorry, that's fair. I completely understand the traumatic effects that an ex can play in your life, no matter how many days, months, weeks, years has gone by. It has a lasting residual effect upon your life, usually. Sometimes you can shake it, but that is fair. 927 days. That's kind of also impressive as shit that you know that. But also, that's not healthy that you know that. That is not healthy. She fucked you up, man. You got it bad. You know that? That's fair. As long as you know, then, you know, you're able to hopefully be able to do things to, you know, make yourself happy, and that's all that's important. Just take those little steps, take that little effort, and, you know, make it your own. In whatever way that is, you know. There's many, many ways to heal. Or to extend yourself, I guess, is a better way to look at it. Many, many ways. You just got to choose your own vice. Do we need... I don't think I need this beam anymore. No, I don't think I need that beam. So let's just get rid of it right this second. Alright, we gotta try and blend this together somehow so that it kind of just works. Because at the moment, it's having some issues working. So we're gonna dial this up, bring up this a little bit, and make it work. Relieved and distraught simultaneously. That's fair, man. I got you. No freaking worries. We'll try to cheer you up. We'll do some mining. We'll do some crafting. Hey, we'll maybe even get you to spend some points. Spending points will make you happy. I kid. But yeah. Wish the best for you, man. Hope that everything works out all right. We gotta make this, like, taper off somehow, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be weird, and I don't know that I like that. So we gotta figure that out, and with any luck, it'll be an easy project. May love, have a lot of love to give. I will find someone eternally give all my love to. We will be gods and goddesses outside of time, yet simultaneously feel the space and time flowing through us. We will be distinct entities, yet one at the soul. Don't know who, don't know when, but someday for sure. It was beautiful. Did you write that? It sounds almost Shakespearean. You did write that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. It's out there. You just gotta... As much as I'm gonna fucking hate saying it like this, okay? Because it's a 100% a company that made this slogan and they know it. But I'm gonna say it anyway. If you leave your heart open, love can always find its way in. And this is definitely a jeweler that did this. And it's fucking brilliant, and I hate it, but it's fucking true. Whoever marketed that a god among men, honestly. It was like K Jewelers or something like that. Because they had this collection that sold so fucking well. It was these like hearts that had like a little like bit open, and that was their slogan for the hearts. They were like, if you leave your heart open, love will always find a way in. And they sold millions of these fucking things. Millions of these things. Oh my god. Like so fucking many of these things. It's not even funny. A ridiculous amount of these, to be honest. I can't remember the name of it. Don't even know if it still exists, but they sold so freaking many of those things. I think my dad fell for it. Just everywhere. People just ate that shit up. Ate it up. So I think it's an American jeweler too. I don't know which one, but fucking brilliant. Whoever made that marketing scheme is a very, very, very smart person, because he knew that it would work, and it did. It crushed. The numbers shot through the roof. It did amazing. The reason we're doing the scaffolding today, by the way, is very simple. If the scaffolding is done, I am much more inclined to work on the mountain. If the scaffolding is not done, the odds of me working on the mountain become almost zero. Genuinely. Almost zero. And so we're gonna do this to try and get us to it. Dead Poet Society. Law, business, engineering are noble professions and necessary to sustain life, but poetry, beauty, romance, love, this is what we stay alive for. Yep. Excellent, excellent movie. Excellent quote. I agree. I agree. G Squad Cry. Fair. Oh my god, it's a Viking. It is a Viking. Hello. Welcome. Welcome on in. I know, I was a bit late today. But we're here now, and that's all that friggin' matters. Hello. Ogendi Getska. Konnichiwa. ¿Cómo estás? Hola. Bienvenido. Guten Tag. All of those things. Entertaining myself playing a new game. Oh, what game have we been playing? New to me. I understand. I understand. I think I should all be going this direction. Is that Diablo 4? I have my qualms with Diablo. I have my qualms. I played the living fuck. Is that a baton in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I forgot that was the fucking one. Latte, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Also, what the hell? I thought we were done with the gifting. I don't know that anyone has done it since I had that there. We will play it again for you, Latte, because I think that's the first time I've released that one. Here you go. If it plays again. Hello? Do it. Excuse me? Is that a baton in your pocket? Is that a baton in your just happy to see me? Just happy to see me? Played twice. All right. I love that. Happy to see you. I was counting you. Well, thank you so much. We're here to inspire. We're here to play some Minecraft, be silly, and, you know, just do our thing. And the only person I can be is me. So thank you so much, Latte. I appreciate that greatly. And we are always happy to have you here. Maybe I should do the next verse for that too. We could do the next verse for that. Ooh, maybe I'll do the next verse for that too. Also, you just randomly sent us into a hype train, by the way. Haven't done the bunny sanctuary. No. We have not done the bunny sanctuary. Also, not to sell out, literally just to say it. If you wanted the emotes or whatever, this is not my credit card. This is straight debiting my bank account. Interesting. That's interesting. Why did I put they are saved? What the fuck? When did I do that? There's some weird things happening today. Alright, Bunny Sanctuary, huh? Let me go read the fine print so I can see exactly how we're gonna do this. Hold on. This will be a little sanctuary that allows the 2 lovers and their offspring to live in harmony away from the chaos of the world. Okay, how can I loophole this? How can we loophole this? That's the real question. Are we able to loophole this? I don't know. No loopholes. Oh no, we're great at loopholes. Don't you worry. We are great at loopholes. It's kind of a problem because I don't yet have an area set up to be the bunny sanctuary. So that's kind of interesting. It presents an interesting problem here. Interesting problem, interesting solution. Can wait on it. Nah, we'll figure this out. We'll find a place for it at the very least. Yeah, I won't check off the redeem till it's done. You know what I'm kind of thinking, and it could be kind of weird, but also could kind of work, is I'm thinking over here. We didn't really have an idea of what we were going to do for this, right? We didn't really mega consume emote. Ooh, sick. Look at that. Thank you again, Latte. Much appreciated. So if we were gonna do that, we would need to put them... That's right. I've gifted you a personalized sub, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Thank you again, Latte. Also, I like how that one's really creepy. I like that. I don't know why. I might need to re-record that, though, because I recorded all of these before I had the microphone cover. I may need to redo that one. That's right. I've gifted you a personalized sub, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Why does it break my alerts so often? They all just break my alerts, man. Huh. I have a weird idea. I'm not gonna lie. I have a really weird idea. Latte's magical power. What's even more impressive, to be completely honest, he gifted subs instead of getting his own point value. That was a selfless act right there. That was a selfless act, I'm telling you. Truly a selfless act. Oh, is this going to be weird? This might be the weirdest thing I've ever done. So, okay, you guys will have to let me know if this sounds like an interesting idea. So, obviously, we want there to be foxes as well. We cannot let the foxes near the rabbits for obvious reasons. They will murder them, right? So, this is a really long strip of land that I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. I think we might be able to make a sort of terrarium. We build up some of the terrain, we build some rivers in here, we build some trees in here, we put some bush in here, we put maybe like a thicket for rabbits in here. I don't know. Like Brer Rabbit, maybe. And I line the front with glass. And then we take this and kind of curve it down onto the glass and completely seal it off from the outside world except for the entrance. And make it so nothing can escape here. I just don't know how it would work. And I don't know if we would need to cover up the outside with trees so you can't really tell that it's there. Those are all questions that I have. I think this is going to be it. We're going to need to do some planning. We're going to need some materials as well. So before we commit to working on it, I'm pretty sure this is where it's going to go. In this long-ass strip of land. We need to smelt a shit ton of glass. We need a lot of glass. And it's got to be a color that we've yet to use. So we have used light blue, blue. We've used light blue, blue, cyan, green, red, yellow, purple, magenta, white. What does that leave? That leaves orange, black. No, we used orange. That leaves black, gray, light gray, brown, and lime green, I think. Is that correct? I gotta type this out. Hold on. So we've used white, red, blue, light blue, orange, yellow, magenta, purple, green. Which that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves gray, dark or light gray.
Watch out, Pa! You better
Black.
duck. Ads are coming at you hot.
We got ads. Gray, light gray, black, brown, lime. Gray, light gray, black, brown, lime. Oh, we use cyan as well. So these are the colors that are left then. What color glass should we need to make that? Lime might be too... Wait, did we use lime already? Hold on. You are a very kind-hearted and light-hearted individual, by the way, Latte. We used... lime. Bollocks. Shit. That makes this very difficult. I mean, we could use the color again, right? We could use tinted glass. We haven't used all of those colors in glass panes, so we could do that. By the way, Latte, what? I was in ads. Oh, I said you are a very kind and loving soul. I'm thinking brown. Brown seems like the least intrusive. Is this silk touch? Okay, I gotta check something. So if we were to use brown here, right? So we would do it one back, I think. We would do it one back. And I just want to see how noticeable this is. Before we commit, we need to see just how noticeable this is. Because if it's really intrusive, this is not going to work, right? But if it's like somewhat intrusive, we might be able to make this work. So obviously we'll have trees and stuff that it's actually... Against the gray, it's really not that bad, actually. What if I put a log behind it? Because there will be trees in there. What if I put trees behind this? Trees, trees, log, log, log. Where's the log? Log, log. There's no logs. Where's all the logs? Good Lord. Log. There. Darko, sure. We just need something to test. We need something to test. Also, I tried a new flavor of the weird electrolyte stuff, and the new flavor was significantly better than that of the other flavor. I have it right here, in fact. I drank half of it already. It's significantly better. Significantly. Alright, from over here, I mean, especially at night, at the very least, you can barely tell there's glass there. I think that could work. I think that could work. I think that could work. Do we still have fish living in here? Oh, we do. We have 2 fish in here. These fish are definitely going to jump out of the water at some point, though, using the waterfall, and are going to beach themselves. Because they can definitely go up this. Alright, Unicorn. You've made this very difficult. We need a lot of glass. Your reward is going to take a little bit to complete here. And we for sure will not get it all done today, but we need to start making preparations for it. And to do that, we need to get a lot of glass. A lot of regular glass that we can dye brown to make this work. That's what we need. So let's see how much glass I have to begin with. And then we'll go from there, I guess. We have tons of colored glass, but that doesn't really help us at all. Ooh. I was not prepared for that reward. I'm not prepared for any of my rewards in honesty, but that one, definitely not prepared. Okay, we also need rockets, because we are, like, totally out of rockets. Is it night? No, it's day. Alright, so we got that. Let's head to the smelting building first. Please let us have glass. I see. I see. Why did we make so much green dye is the next question. Does anyone remember what the hell I was going to use that for? What was I going to use hundreds of green dye for? That's a great question of which I have 0 answers. Okay, you can see that all of this is in there. Still waiting to smelt. Let's just take it all out. Okay, let's take all this out. Oh, it healed our elytra. I unintentionally did that. No worries. Okay, so that's all full. We need as much sand as humanly possible. We're going to need, like, I don't know. I don't think we need that much, to be honest. I don't think we're going to need that much. But we're definitely going to still need quite a bit. So, I mean, that's a good start, probably. I don't know if we are going to need that much more than that, but we'll start with that. We'll at least start smelting it, and then we can plan for how the hell we're going to do that. Because we're basically going to have to make like a hobbit hole there for our rabbits. I also would like to relocate the armadillos at some point to an above ground sanctuary, by the way. That was a very temporary thing. So at some point, just know that we're probably going to move them somewhere. Alright, let's throw in a bunch of sand. Bunch of sand. There's still stone smelting, no worries. Put that in there, put that in there, put this in there. Okay, and now let's go fill up on lava right quick. Alright, we at least know where it's going to be, and we know what we're doing, or we have an idea of what we're doing. I'm going to need to look up, like, rabbit's habitat, or maybe a guinea pig's habitat would be closer to make in Minecraft. We'll have to figure that out. We'll figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay, we need to fuel our smelter. I've gotten very distracted already from my goal today. Alright. You get lava. You get lava. Lava. You get lava. You get lava. We need more buckets. We also need more sand. Yes. We need both of those things. And we need a bigger lava generation, but we can't do that until that's completed in there. Because we foolishly started another project, obviously. Foolishly. What? We should be able to hold all the remaining lava that's in this thing right now. And that's nice. Alright, so obviously 4 buckets that are not, but that's okay, I guess. That's okay. Latte, is it time for a cup of noodles? Are we having cup of noodles today? I gotta wait for these last two buckets here, I think. I'm just gonna run around like an asshole while we wait for these. There's one. There's the other. Oh, nice. Nope, all out. Oh no, not the noodles, man. You gotta go down to the grocery store. Don't feel like eating? Yeah, that's fair. I gotcha. I gotcha. Lava. 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 Okay, so we still need like 15 more buckets, give or take. Which I guess we should do. Let's see, how much glass do we currently have? Not much. Okay. Okay. Do we have 8 stacks? 2, 4, 6, 7. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yes, we have 8 stacks. Perfect. So we'll see based on this how we will be able to do this. So first things first, harvest all of our cocoa pods. Get the brown dye. Okay. Do that, and always make sure we replant. You have to replant, or else we won't have any for the next time we need them. And from the looks of it, we're going to need a lot of brown dye, so yeah, we'll make that a thing. Make that a thing right meow, and get it going. And hopefully we yielded a decent amount of cocoa beans from this. We yielded 2 full stacks. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Take that. We take those. Alright, brown dye, brown dye, brown glass. We still need to use, I think, almost all of the types of glass panes, by the way, but panes are not a problem. We can make that work here in the build pretty easily, I think. I gotta look up something real quick. Hold on. Rabbit's habitat. Okay, so it looks like they need like tunnels and they need like burrows of sorts, like fallen logs, like holes in the ground. They do a lot of trees, they do leaf litter. They could also do snow and vines and rocks. Okay. Okay. Got it. I understand. All right, let's see how far this amount of stacks gets us. 8 stacks. Let's see how far that gets us, and hopefully it will be enough. But in French, it would be enough. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, so we'll go up with the brown here. Oh, jeez. I was like, wait, why did we place lava, man? Eight stacks actually is going to get us pretty far, I think. So I would say on average we need to go... I don't know how many blocks tall. At least 5. How many blocks in Minecraft can a rabbit jump is the next question here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to enclose this, so it doesn't really matter so much here. All right. So like 5 high to start with, and then we want to connect to that, I guess. We can always make that taller if needed to, so I don't really mind. Then what do we do here? We're going to have to do a weird connection like that, I suppose, and then like... this, here, there, here, here. Okay, we do all of these stuff and things just like that. Give it a 1 block gracing around the sides here. And that should work just fine. We should sleep. We should sleep. Nope. Can't go there. You can't go there. There, here, here, there, here. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Good, good, good. And connect to here, I suppose. Okay, let's go sleep. We really need to start leaving beds everywhere, by the way. Like, I keep, like, losing the bed that's in my inventory for some reason. And it's really screwing with me a bit here. Really screwing with me, man. It's giving me the screw, see? Yeah, see? This will be interesting. Yeah, you should have multiple... we have a whole double chest full of beds. I just keep forgetting to use them and or bring them with me and or any number of things. You know, insert thing here. That's fine. That's fine. Hopefully by the time we finish placing our 8 stacks, we'll have another 8 stacks. That would be lovely. Yeah, I don't think we're going to actually get our real goal done today because of this task, by the way. And I also made the mistake of making this too cheap. I seem to do that a lot, where I just, like, I don't know how long something's going to take, and I'm like, 2K is fine, right? Even though it's going to take an hour or two, maybe. Do we have 8 stacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 8 stacks. Almost. Let's go get... Do we have more buckets in here? We don't. Weird. Okay, let's go get more sand real quick. Put that in there. Go get more sand so that we can continue smelting this. We'll grab every bit of sand that we have. The weird thing here is, I don't know if we make them in, like, eternal darkness or what. I'm not sure how to cultivate these rabbits very well. Is that all the sand that we possess? It sure is. Sure is. We're going to leave the 14 here because that's not a full stack, and I don't like non-full stacks. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I think this will look really cool, though. Think like dwarven-style house is kind of what I'm going for here. An aquarium of sorts inside the natural world. Which is kind of weird, and I dig it. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, why do you not have sand? Why do you not have sand? Why do you not have sand? Okay, good. You guys now all have sand. Beautiful. You have sand. There we go. And sure, why not? You have sand. Go. Alright, that will help get us a little bit more sand. Now we should have another 8 stacks to do 8 more stacks over at the area. It's actually kind of crazy because even though we're digging out the shallows, I feel that we actually have very little, like, to actually do, to be honest. Like, with the mountain almost completed fully, it feels like we've actually crushed a milestone here. And a lot of the other things are very easy after that. So that is very good news for us. Very, very good news. Should make for some interesting building as well. Because did I expect to build a rabbit terrarium here in the thing? No, not really. But are we building a rabbit terrarium? We sure are. Feels right. Feels like it could work. So, how many more stacks of sand are we going to need, though? That's the next question we have to ask ourselves here. I feel like it's going to be quite a bit. Because now we need to start the process of, like, curving this into the wall here, right? So, like... feel like we need to go up at least one more along the edge. Let's get some dirt. Make that process much easier on ourselves, please. We also have ads in about 5 minutes here, and we're gonna go get a slice of cheese or two when that happens, because I am very hungry and would like some cheese. Rabbits like cheese, right? I'm getting some rabbit food. That's what it is. Do rabbits eat cheese? Rabbits eat carrots. Do rabbits eat cheese? I don't actually know. Don't actually know. Alright, so we're going to dirt this first, then we'll glass it, and, you know, all of that stuff. Want to make this as easy as possible for us, and even though we have to get rid of the dirt, it's so much easier to do this than placing and then breaking. So we'll just do this first. And then I don't know what we're going to do here about the entrance, but we'll worry about that at the later time. Like, this is also kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. Alright, so let's do 1 block of glass all on top of that. And we're kind of going to make like an arch shape, but not really. Because obviously it is different the entire way around here. So can't really do a perfect arch, but we can do like a pseudo arch, I think. And that should work. It's going to look very ugly at first, though, because of all of that going on. Okay, then, so the mountain needs to connect here, right? How do we do this? We probably want to go up again. Probably. Okay, let's go up at least one more time. But I'm wondering if it should be 1 or 2. Actually, no. We got to go up once more before we can do that. Once more. Oh, it's very hard to see the glass, though, and place it. It's very, very hard. Okay. We can make that work. We can do that. God, it kind of messes with my eyes a little bit. I don't know about anyone else, but it's like tripping me out. Okay, and then from here we can do like 1 out probably. We're already almost out of glass, but more is smelting, so that's good news. We ran out of dirt already. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay. Whoa. Holy. Okay. Fun fact, doing the whole thing at once is not a pleasant experience, whereas like if you just gingerly are drinking it, it's fine. It is not a pleasant experience like that. Oh wow. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that's an entirely like different taste to it than me just drinking it. Holy. Jeez. Yeah, that was it's still not as bad as the other one that we did yesterday. The strawberry watermelon one or whatever, that one was just bad, okay? This one is like blackberry something pomegranate. 3, 4, 5, only 5.5 stacks in there. We need more stacks than that. We also need another bed. Let's grab one of those. We'll do a purple bed this time, and we'll sleep in this green bed. Okay, we're going to need a lot more sand then. A lot more sand. Oh, the taste went away already, thankfully, but good lord, that was strong. I don't like that. I'm not used to being that strong with it, by the way. We have ads. We'll be right back.
Watch out, Pa. You better duck. Ads are coming at you hot.
All right, I'm back. I had my 2 slices of cheese, and now I have some pretzels. Bear with me while I eat some pretzels. All right. Well, we grabbed 1 stack of grass for whatever reason. All right. So ignore how big this hill is, right? Because I don't know if that is going to be the actual height of it, right? I don't know. You're also not going to be able to see a lot of this because we're going to section it off. So it doesn't really matter. And if we need to, we can always increase the height of that there mountain. It's really not that big of a deal. It's very easy to do. and we'll make it work. Unicorn, are you still here, by the way? You still here? Okay, we wanted to do this, and then we'll go up again, but with 1. We'll have to go back through and get rid of all this dirt, but small price to pay. Although, ironically, if we had just used scaffolding for this instead, we could just break 1 block and break all of this, so I probably should have done that, but you know. Not feeling it.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Me $1 million.
Bum, 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 bum. You know what's one thing about that? Yeah, we do that a lot. You know, I was thinking, though, about SpongeBob specifically. To me, it's kind of weird because Mr. Krabs has his business inside of a crab trap, okay? His daughter is a whale. How in the fuck is she fitting inside the Krusty Krab? Something's not adding up here, you know? How are you fitting inside the Krusty Krab? You're a literal whale. I don't care what kind of whale you are. You're still a fucking whale. Like, it's not like, oh, don't worry. It's just, you know, it's one of those things. No. She's actually a whale. So, something's weird. Also, Squidward probably shouldn't be able to fit in there either, but, you know, that's besides the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's besides the point, I guess. SpongeBob and Patrick being able to fit in there, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. The anchovies that can fit in there, that also kind of makes sense, you know? But the whale does not make sense. I don't know. I'm seeing a flaw in their logic here. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, creator of SpongeBob. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. I am not a Krusty Krab. Nice peaceful pan flute going on here. Love it. Alright. And then I guess we just need to keep going up and out, right? I guess. Up and out, and then we'll make it work. We need to make this relatively tall so I can put trees in it, right? But we can do smaller trees, and that will make the rabbits look that much bigger, so I'm not too worried about that. And because this is like a unique area, we'll have to do specialized ones, I think. And then now that the reward for the sanctuary is complete, we also can allow people to have bunnies, I guess. I can now allow people to redeem bunnies. So you can do bunnies, parrots, or armadillos. We can do all of them. Is that a baton in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? She puts the short in shorty, and he looks like he wants to chase me. Such a good song. It actually made it onto my Spotify, one of the top songs on my Spotify, which is kind of funny. Because it's such a meme song, and I listened to it like, I don't know, 57 times or whatever, and it made the list of my top songs. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Oh, no. Cute, but you're wrong there, buddy. Okay, so we're just following the outline here, trying to make this into something beautiful. We're also going to run out of glass again, soon, so that's a thing. Right there. And I think I want to do one more here. Yeah, one more here because we need to start going horizontally instead of vertically. And this will allow us to also have different height trees, and that is a very good thing, I think. So we'll do that. We'll make it work. And we're just rolling with it. I have no idea how this is supposed to look, how I want it to look, but knowing me, we'll pull something out of my ass and we'll make it look pretty. The Minecraft way, you know? The Viking way. The Viking way. How much glass do we have left? We have about 3 stacks. We are nearing the top. This is like a greenhouse, I guess. For lack of a better word, this is a greenhouse. Even though it's brown. It's a greenhouse. Just know that. We're going to have, patches of moss on here, too. That it's going to give it its, green aesthetic, I think. But I would also like to use... Maybe we can use melons. I know that's wild. But maybe we can use melons as moss. I don't know if that will work, but I'm open to trying. That does meet up to the corner. So that needs to come up with stone, for sure. Then we need to do glass on this. We're going to need to replace all of the grass once we figure out how the terrain's going to look. Now, the next question is kind of important. So we learned that armadillos cannot really get out of the water. And if I have real water, they were likely to drown. So I'm wondering if we're able to have real water here, or if, again, they will drown. I don't know. I actually don't know. We ought to figure that out, though. We ought to figure that out. You okay? Did that hurt your head? Did that hurt your head? Did that hurt your head? You whacked it pretty hard there. Yeah, okay. She always like looks up and whacks her head on my desk. And it's like, dude, you gotta be careful of your head. You only have 3 brain cells left, man. You can't be losing brain cells like that. We're gonna have to do quite the terraining in here. We're gonna do 3 again. Three in here again. And just hope that this works in the way that I want it to, and hopefully it looks good. Because we actually haven't looked at this yet, so I don't know if it's gonna look good yet. But I'm hoping that it just works in a way that we can make work. Because I don't want to redo it. It's weird though, because if it was a straight line here, this would be no problem. We could make like a very easy arch and it would just work, right? But because we did it in a weird way, that's not a thing. It's not a thing. Like, it has its curves and peaks and all that stuff. So some areas are going to be taller, some areas are going to be shorter, and we're going to have to worry about that because, like, we're almost at the wall here already, for example. But there, we're 15 blocks away from the wall, so it's going to be very weird. But it's kind of organic, so I think it may actually work to our benefit instead of our detriment. I think that is the case. And what do we got here? So, like, here, for example, do you just... what do you do? Well, I guess you do that, right? We're out of glass already. And this is all the glass that we have to our name here. So, that's a problem. It's a problem. Do we have 8 more stacks? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Never mind. Never didn't have it. Look at us. Minecraft pros here. Minecraft pros. Amazing. Let me get some more brown cocoa beans. Cocoa dye. Cocoa bolo desk. 46. Brown. Has anyone been keeping track? How much brown dye or how much glass have we used already? Because I feel like it's like 30 stacks and we still have to do the other side. Feel like it's like 30 stacks. 32 stacks maybe. But it should work. I don't know how we're going to get to and fro, but it should work. It's also weird now that I kind of just have to build this into the lore as well. The native people here believe that bunnies are spiritual creatures. And so they built them a spiritual environment in which to live in, which is odd. Bunnies are their spirits. Very odd. And we'll make it work. That's what Minecraft's all about. It's not about planning and meticulously doing things. It's about just winging it. That's how we do. We wing. We wung. We wing again. He, she, we, it, they, wumbo, the study of wumbology. It's first grade, SpongeBob. I disappeared. I'm making cookies. Oh, very nice. I was going to say, if you're playing Diablo 4, have you, by chance, considered playing Path of Exile 2? Just putting that out there. It's very much like Diablo. Brain can't handle that game. It's so much better, though. I played Diablo 4 when it first came out, and it's so much better. It's so much smoother. The bosses are really cool. The classes are really cool. There is a lot going on, but there's guides you can follow. Like, you don't have to do it yourself, you know? You can just be like, okay, I want a guide to do this thing. I want to do lightning spears. I want to do fire spears. I want to do ice spears. Whatever it is, someone has made a build for it, which is nice. You don't actually have to do the thing. You know, you don't have to build it yourself. You could, but chances are you're not going to do very much damage if you do that, so might as well just follow the experts and have fun playing the game, and then it tells you exactly what to do and stuff. Very, very fun. And you don't have to play in hardcore, obviously, like I do. Like, you can easily play in softcore, and you can play in trade league, and, you know, whatever. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's leave the gap. Yeah, let's leave the gap. Do that. Good. We might be able to get one side of this finished, actually, which is pretty nice. We're going to have to figure out how the hell we're going to do the terrain, though. What I think I'm going to do is just put down, like, dirt, and then we'll just take that dirt and we'll put blocks over the top of it to make the different levels of terrain and such. I think that's the easiest way, and that way we don't really have to dig anything. We can just place and make what we need it to look like. Which I've never built a bunny habitat before, but, you know, there's a first for everything. What kind of cookies are you making? We still haven't reached the wall yet, interestingly enough. Like, we've reached it in some places, in other areas we have not. Which is interesting. Okay, get rid of that. Good. I do think you should give it a shot, though. PoE is an excellent, excellent game. You could play the first one, but the first one is way more complicated than the second one, so I do recommend, if you haven't played the first one, to play the second one. Very, very different tempo, very different pace than the first one. The first one's like, go, 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 and the second one's like, okay, you know, take your time, do some stuff, figure it out. We'll teach you. I'm going to do Diablo first. Fair. Fair enough. New to those types of games? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Diablo. It's a good game. I played, when I was young, I played Diablo 1, the expansion, Diablo 2, the expansion. I played Diablo 3, the expansion, or was there an expansion for Diablo 3? I played Diablo 3, and I played Diablo 4. I played all of them, and I did quite enjoy those games. They were a big, big part of my youth, for sure. But they don't hit as hard, for sure. All right, we're out of glass again. Big freaking surprise. We're also out of sand, so we're going to have to go and mine an ass load of sand. I think we're going to need somewhere like 60-ish more stacks of... 60-ish stacks of sand or glass more to complete the bunny sanctuary. So that's quite a bit. All right. Sleep in the random bed that we have out here. We have our current bed. Let's go get an inventory full of sand, and then we'll probably need to do that again. You're new to AARPGs? That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. All right, we need sand. Loads and loads and loads of sand. So let's just start swinging. We need to fill up at least our inventory full of sand here, and then we're probably going to need to get more lava. I mean, I have PoE 2. Michael bought it for me when it first came out, but you haven't played it? Have not played. It's also still an alpha, but because he's bad at explaining shit. Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't think that your simple redeem would require me to get over 100 stacks of glass, by the way. I did not expect 100 stacks of glass for this. Not to mention all the other materials that we're going to need for this. No, it's definitely my fault because I don't know how to price things correctly in here. I try to price my rewards based on the level of effort that is going to take me. However, I don't have any of this calculated, and I don't have any of the projects planned out beforehand. So I don't know how many resources is going to be required. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know any of these statistics. So I just kind of guess, like, oh, 2,000 points? That's like, I don't know, 6 hours of watching or whatever to get 2,000 points, right? So I'm like, 2,000, that 6 hours seems justified because, you know, if it takes you 6 hours and it only takes me 2 hours to do it, that seems pretty justified. But it's hard to tell how long it's going to take me to do it. And that's the difficult part. That is always the difficult part. Also, we are absolutely eviscerating this desert. So if we decide to go this way, we're going to have to figure out something, how to make it work. Because obviously we'll have to bring the other side of that down, which we can do. It's not that big of a deal to do that. Oh, shit. Whoops. Was not paying attention, and we struck the ocean. We struck the ocean, and the ocean struck back. Okay, let's just do a weird outline first, and then we can willy-nilly go back to just mining sand. in a way that's going to allow us to get the most bang for our buck. Nope. There we go. Alright, now we can just mine all the sand willy-nilly. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Alright, let's stop for a minute. Let's gather all the sand that we just have rotting on the ground. Let's fly it back first, I guess. And then we'll come back and pick it up.
Watch out, Pa. You better duck. Ads are coming at you. Hot.
Ads. He's got those ads. Okay, let's just put all the sand we can in here. Gonna need it. We're also gonna need more lava. We should make some more buckets, I suppose. Do all these have lava in it? There we go. Alright, let's make like 16 more buckets or so. Gotta keep it stocked. Do we have more buckets, I guess? Okay, we do. Let's just take all that we can first and foremost, and we'll get those, and then we'll go back and get the sand. Hopefully it has generated some lava for us, and it doesn't look like much, but it has generated a little bit. We're back from the ads. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright, that is at least a little bit more lava. We'll take it. Damn it. There we go. Now we have a way up here. Okay, fill all these with lava. That should get us close to our goal here. Okay, lava, lava, good. Good, good. Alright, so we just need like 10 more buckets of lava, which is totally doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We almost have 8 stacks, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we need a little bit more. 4 more blocks of sand. Turn to glass and we'll have it. There we go. And we can continue one more attempt over there. Well, we need to switch out our shovel as well. Good, and we need brown dye, which is down here. There's another 64. Is there any in there? No, any in here. There's one more stack in here. And then we'll have to recollect a bunch of that. Okay, we got some dirt again, and we got all of our stuff. Let's go back. It looks like a little house. It's interesting. I don't know how we'll make this work. I really don't, but I've committed too much. I'm not breaking all this glass, so we're gonna make this work no matter what at this point. We could break it all, but I really just do not want to, and I kind of refuse, so we're not going to. Also, why is there a gap there? Why you gap? Alright, let's do our glassing again. Good news is we are using a lot less glass per layer now because we have obviously gotten closer to the wall, so that makes sense. And that allows us to just probably fill in the rest here, I would guess. Well, maybe not. Maybe. Hold on, Biko. I'm wondering if we want to go up again in certain areas. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think we'll go up once more then. So we'll go out one more, and then I think we'll go up one more in places, and that will work. Like, some of that will just press up against the wall, and then that's fine. Like this, we could probably just press up against the wall, and it would be fine. Yeah. Alright, and then we can do this over here, and then bring this up again. That should look alright. Alright, dirt. Bring this up again. And it will be weird because it's going to be uneven, but I think that is actually a good thing, to be honest. Alright, so we go up again. And then we keep wasting glass blocks, which is not great. And then we connect all to this, I guess. So let's just, this is going to go up one more. Let's fill it in. And then we'll try our best to get this to be the same across the board. It's going to be very weird. Very weird structure. Yeah, that's fine. As long as there is no holes, our bunnies should be safe here for when we add foxes. We just can't allow them to jump in, and we do have to encase it in glass or encase it in something so that they cannot be seen. And they can frolic and live the rest of their lives, you know? Alright, that's nice. And then let's do a dirt. Let's do a sleep. Do a sleep. Also, we've almost used every color of glass now. We have like 4 left. We have the 2 grays, the black, and the... No, that's it. The 2 grays and the black. It's all we have left, right? Yeah, 2 grays and the black are the only colors of glass that we haven't used yet, so that's nice. Okay, and let's fill it in. Just like that. Just bring it all the way to the edge. Stop wasting the glass. Glass doesn't just grow on trees, you know. If there's a single hole in our glass structure, it will spell disaster for our bunnies. So we do have to make sure there is 0 holes here. It's not a regular, it's a silk touch. I just am not going down there to get it. The block is down there, I just physically am letting it despawn. We could go get it. I'm choosing not to. That sounds like a lot of effort. Okay, let's get us a little bit of stone action. It's fine. It's fine. So it looks a little weird. I'm not going to lie, but just give it time, okay? Give it time. So we definitely got to bring this all up by a couple. All of this up at least to cover the glass. At least. So probably one higher than the glass, I would guess. Something like that. And then we do this. Unicorn redeemed the bunny sanctuary, and I didn't know where to put it. So the bunny sanctuary is actually ginormous. It's this entire long-ass piece of land is where the bunny sanctuary is going to be, which is interesting. Oh, we got a piece of glass back. Huge. What the fuck is down there? Oh, that's water. Okay, let's just forget that this even exists by covering it up, obviously. It doesn't exist. We can't see it, therefore it's not there. Also, hello, Lighthouse. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so that should work. Now let's start getting rid of... This is actually a lot more space than I thought, by the way. Like, just gauging by the inside of this. This is a lot more space than I originally thought we would have for rabbits. So we're definitely going to make a rabbit reward here in the near future as well. You'll be able to get armadillos or baby bunnies now. So that's a thing. I didn't make the reward yet, but you will be able to soon. All right, that feels good. Next, we need to get rid of all of this dirt. Yeah, on the plus side, though, we didn't build a cave. We didn't build any other addition to this. We simply took an area that was unused and we're utilizing it for something, which is great. We do have a lot of dirt to remove, though, which is fine. We can do that, no problemo. And it should look good because think like Hobbit hole for our rabbits, right?
They're my points and I want them now.
Oh, making an armadillo, baby. Alrighty. We make the dillo, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't have the bunny yet. The sanctuary is not finished yet. Sanctuary not finished yet. We can't make them until we have the sanctuary finished. Or at least the glass part finished. No, I said I haven't made the reward yet. You didn't listen. Because we still need to add the front entrance here. And we need to seal this off. Because there are still foxes in here. And foxes will eat the bunnies if I don't have this completely sealed. So, actually, fine. We can make a bunny. Hold on. We can make a bunny. Hold on. I make bunny. I'm making bunny. We'll just have to transport it whenever we finish. Come here. Terry, Thatcher, make a baby. All right, there you go. You have baby bunny. He's freaking out. He's freaking the hell out. Are you stuck under there? Are you stuck? What's happening? The adult rabbit's under there. Okay, it's fine. Okay. We have baby bunny. Now I'm going to have to transport that baby bunny whenever we finish this. So that's not going to be a pleasant experience. We're going to have to transport 3 bunnies at once. Is going to be a not fun experience for sure. All right.
They're my points and I want them now.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have another baby. You have to wait 5 minutes to have another baby. Another baby bunny. You gotta wait 5 minutes. Their cooldown has to be reset before I can make another baby. So you gotta wait 5 minutes. That's Minecraft physics. I can't breed them until they do it. It's same with armadillos. We just happen to have a shitload of armadillos, so I can choose, you know, who to breed. In 5 minutes, we will go and we will make you another bunny, though. Okay. This is going to be painful. Painful. We got to get rid of all of that dirt. Unicorn, you're just a heads up. Your sanctuary may take me a few streams to make because it's actually a much bigger project than I thought. Just for the heads up. Much, much bigger project. Looks for crying unicorn emote. With all the crying emotes, man. She's getting her a bang for her buck here, I'll tell you that. Because the amount of effort that I'm putting into this is a lot. And for 2,500 points, that's a friggin' bargain, let me tell you. We've already used like 60 stacks of glass, like, and we're like halfway done. She got a bargain. Probably close to 100 stacks when we're done, I would guess. Why are you making it so big? I don't know. I didn't know what I was going to use this area for anyway, so I might as well use it for a sanctuary. We could potentially relocate the armadillos up in here as well and like do a half armadillo and half bunny sanctuary in here. Because the bunnies and the armadillos can coexist. Like, they could live together. What biome is this? That's actually very important. This is an ocean. Lukewarm ocean beach. Okay, that's actually fine. Ocean, ocean. This is all a fucking ocean, by the way. Bunnydillo, yeah. Maybe we'll make a crowd-funded reward for you guys to relocate all of the armadillos into the bunny sanctuary. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe is something that we could achieve. Is it because I don't like the purple clouds down there? I do not like the purple clouds down there, but no, that is not the reason. It's because I don't really want them to be hidden, to be honest. Like, if we're gonna make a sanctuary, like, it was not really supposed to be underground in the first place, to be honest with you. So I kind of feel like this would be a decent place, because there's plenty of room for armadillos and bunnies here. Like, there's plenty of room. So I don't know. Maybe we do that. And then use the sanctuary for something else down there. I don't know what, but something else.
They're my points and I want them now.
Okay. I can only make one baby bunny at the moment. You already used 1,000 points. I owe you 2 bunnies now. I'm stacking them. Yeah, you are. Are you ready to breed? Yeah, you are. You just want to see me suffer when I have to transport all these babies into the enclosure. That's what's happening here. You're wanting me to transport a shitload of rabbits. Oh, God. Oh, I know. I know all too well your tricks.
They're my points and I want them now.
Hello? Why do you have so many points? The fuck? Why do you have so many points? This is not going to go well. Whenever we have to move all of these bunnies, this is not going to go well. Doggo treat. We can do a doggo treat. We can absolutely do that. One moment. Also, hello there. Hi, witch. When do we think that might be? I don't know. I don't have an idea of that. Whenever this is done, I guess. We still got to build all the trees, all the shrubbery. We got to give them places to hide. We got to give them a fake river so they won't drown. We got to replace all the dirt with things that are not dirt, so Enderman can't pick it up and let the rabbits free and or let foxes into here. We have to do all those things. Doggo tree. Yes. Hold, please. Hold, please. Been lurking top points to give dog a treat. Come. Nice. Nice. That's not nice. That's very nice. Good girl. Good girl. Get down. Harry. Nice. 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 Don't lick my microphone. Yeah. They're girls. Hey, good girl. Can you get down? Hi. Oh, hello. Back to playing Tarkov. Enjoy the lurks. Thank you, Itch. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Goal completed. Let's switch back and put on our other camera. Girls are the best boys. Yeah, fair. I like girl dogs way more than I do boy dogs. I don't know why, but like for some reason boy dogs do not behave with me for some reason. So more often than not, I just stay with the girl dogs. I think my entire life, actually, I've had girl dogs. Have I had... No, I don't think I've had a single male dog, actually. I don't think I have. Don't think I have. Get rid of that. Good. Slowly but surely, we're getting rid of all this dirt that we used as scaffolding, and that we did in a really stupid-like fashion that is actually taking way longer than it probably should have. Gotta remember, we cannot fly out of here. How does that look, actually? Now that we've done half of this, how does this look? Let's see. Interesting. All right. Interesting. So when we add, like, there's going to be little skylights in here, I think. We're going to add the terrain to come over this and make it like mossy patches here and there. And then there's going to be some areas that are just exposed to the natural light. And then this will look like a cave, but it's actually like not a cave. And I think that will make this work really well. Let's get rid of our stone. Let's get our lava buckets because we need to keep on smelting. And let's continue. All right, that's good. What about the dirt? We do need the dirt. Let's keep like 3 stacks, I guess, and then we will... keep 4 stacks. 4 stacks should be fine. We're also almost out of rockets again somehow. Like, we're using so many rockets. I don't know how. Well, I do. It takes 2 full rockets to get to the top of this mountain. So I do know how. I just don't like it. I do not like it. Also, why no lava generation? Why you no generate? Are we not in the area? Rude. Rude. I see. Okay. Rude. we're kind of at a place where we need glass, we need lava, we need brown dye. So like we have to alternate between those, I think, to ensure that we are able to continue. You can see we're eating through lava. Each lava bucket only does 100 items, right? So we are eating through lava. Not great. But we do have quite a lot of stacks now, which is great, so that we can potentially do something with that. We need golden carrots, and we need rockets. We need all the things. Let's grab some emeralds. Let's grab a stack is fine. Okay, let's go grab our rockets, gunpowder, and our paper. Okay, there we go. We got that. Oh, it double-clicked. Yeah, we'll make this work. I think this will look really interesting. So, much how we did this really cool walkway right here, I think we're gonna, like, expect those stones to be, like, creeping vines over this, and I think that will be really cool. And then we're gonna try to put some, like, moss on top of the creeping vines of stone. If that makes any kind of sense to anyone except for me. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Okay, so we got that. We got rockets. Good. And we need to go get golden carrots, because...
Watch out, Pa. You better duck. Ads are coming at you. Hot.
We also have ads. Hello, ads. Hello, ads, my old friend. I've come to buy carrots from you again. Alright, we got 52 golden carrots. That's enough for the moment. We do have ads going. We're going to sit here and enjoy the balcony while we have ads going. Also, I've lost my phone somewhere. I've lost my phone. All right, 40 seconds until we're back from ads. Hi. Hello. Oh. Yeah, hello. 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 What you doing? What are you doing? Bum ba dum 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 bum bum bum. All right, good. We need to sleep so that we do not bring the monsters. We cannot bring the monsters without the mash. I also kind of want to build a cave over there. Some other kind of critter sanctuary. Maybe the pandas could go over there, although it would suck to have to walk them back. Gotta go now. See you later. Thanks for dropping in, Unicorn. Thanks for the lurks. Thanks for chilling. Terry. Thatcher. All right, Unicorn, Lighthouse, I owe you one more bunny currently. 5 more minutes until I can get you one more bunny. One more bunny. I feel like maybe we make those. Yeah, I know what we can do with that. You will get all your bunnies, don't worry. Alright, I really want to get all of this dirt off. Like, I feel like I can't really see the full extent of it with this dirt still on there, so I want to get that gone first and foremost, so that we can actually have like a baseline here of something to do. Want the baseline. I don't know why, but me saying that makes me want to go and watch I Love You Man also. Because I know what it is. He said, slapping the bass. Slapping the bass. Makes me want to go watch I Love You Man, though. Also, for the record, if I ever get married, which I don't really intend to be fair. If that ever happens, though, I also will have the same groomsmen that he has in that movie, basically. The most ragtag, random-ass bunch of people in your life that you've ever seen. Like, truly. What are you doing? Making male friends difficult. So that it 100% like would be the groomsmen. Just the most random assortment of people you've ever seen in your life. I hear you. I understand. You gotta wait. Going in your crate tells me you want the food, but I'm not getting up to get it for you yet. So, you know. Take that into consideration as you go and stand over there. Take that into consideration. Give me that. Give me. There we go. Got it. It's actually not that bad. It would have been way easier with scaffolding, but it's actually not that bad. I thought there would be way more effort of dirt getting rid of in here than there actually is, so it's not a big deal. Let's do right here. Try to get maximum reachage. If that is a word. Reachage. Probably a word. It's probably a thing. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Come here. Come to me, dirt. It definitely looks a lot better without the dirt. I can tell you that already. And I think we've gotten rid of all the holes. We'll have to test this. Because again, if a single fox gets in here, then there will be a massive slaughter of bunnies, which we don't want. Come to me, dirt sounds so sleazy. Does it though? Is it? Is it really? It could be way worse, I feel like. Could be way worse. Okay, got a little bit more. Because, like, are you calling someone dirt? Are you calling a partner dirt? Because that's kind of weird. And if you're, like, referring to him as, like, dirtbag, that's also kind of weird. You know? You feel me? Also, notice that I'm like, yeah, using dirt scaffolding is going to be terrible, and then continues to use dirt scaffolding, by the way. It's fine. It's fine. glass is sufficiently done here on this side. Still need to do glass on the other side, which is a lot more glass. And I still don't know what we're going to do at the entranceway here. Like, presumably, we make, like, an arch, because it's kind of a cave, right? So we make, like, a weird entry. Okay, so we went 2 up, 1 all the way. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. That part easy. Let's go grab another 8 stacks of brown glass. And I think that's all the brown dye that we have left, so we will have to contend with that as well. Right, we have 46. There's a little bit right there. There's some right there. Alright, so that made a little bit more. We can put that in our chest upstairs right here. Nope. Here. Okay, so we do have 1 more full stack, which is fine. So we actually should probably just take that. That's 8. That's 6. That's not enough. If we put down our rockets, that's fine then. Put down our rockets, put down our emeralds. We can get that in our inventory. This also crosses a block off the list, which is huge for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brown glass. Brown glass. Good. Alright, let's head back on over. Yeah, you really can't tell that it even exists. Because, like, especially from way over here. Like, you can see something's kind of weird in the distance, right? But you can't really tell why. And I think that's perfect. When we add the cave alongside this, like the creeping stone vines, I think that will look really good. And then we can leave natural light in here as well, but obviously we're going to light the hell out of this area so nothing can spawn. So, you know, that's fair. And then we just need to figure out how to connect these two things, which I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Don't know, actually. And we should just go through and remove the dirt as we do this, to be honest. That would be a much easier way of doing this, I think, as well. And we also... Oh, there's another area that I didn't do the glass for. I see. I see. So we need to do the glass over here then as well. Oh, we don't want this stone layer, though. The stone layer is weird and actually kind of ruins the vibe. Ruins the vibe. We don't deal with that. Okay, that's gone. We sleep. Is that a baton in your pocket? Are you just happy to see me? Okay, go ahead and cover this. And this doesn't really matter because all of that's going to be covered in glass any-hoozle. So we're going to go here, here, here. And we leave a 1 block gap around the entirety of this. Just like this, and it will work. And so we go to here, I guess. Bring this up 3 more blocks, and then we can start shaping the roof here. But you can see just how big of an area this is going to be. And, you know, shocker to no one, at least not to me, right? We've made something large again. Are constructing something large, you know? Alright, good. We do have a little bit of stone, which is perfect to bring this up just a smidgen here. Something like that. Because then they'll have like an actual secluded area, and then, yeah, it'll work. All right, so now we got to come back and do all the dirt on here. All the dirt should be doable. Good. This, I don't know if we'll keep this or not. This seems weird, to be honest. Let's just get rid of it, actually. I'm not feeling it. I was feeling it when we first made it. I'm not feeling it anymore. Based on what we've turned this area into, not feeling it. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. It'll make things way easier on us as well, so let's do that. Way easier on us. Things change, and we just gotta make them change in the right direction. Alright, there we go. That feels much better. Now we can just simply do this. Like that. This is, yeah, much more simple here. And allows for the shape to just work rather than us trying to force it to work. Philosophy, oh yeah. Philosophy for sure. To be or not to be? That is the question. Like, right? There should be like some kind of weird diagonal arch here. Something along those lines, maybe? Yeah, like a nice little archway to it, and then we can build the sides down on that. And then that can be like a sealed door. We're going to have to put like an iron door there, so foxes cannot get in and kill all the bunnies. That's exactly what we're going to have to do. Do not want foxes to kill all the bunnies. May have to seal this part with glass, too. Which I don't know how to do currently, so we're going to skip it. Because I don't want to. Because I don't want to. And then I think what I'm going to do is just go layer by layer here and get rid of the glass, or the dirt as we place the glass. So we'll place these two, and then we'll go back. We'll get rid of the dirt, then we'll go back. Or then we'll place the dirt, then we'll get rid of the dirt, you know, all of that stuff so that we don't have to place that scaffolding again. That would save us a little bit of time. That would save us a little bit of time. Cute, but you're wrong. Cupid's wrong. Okay. Perfect. And then here is where we start doing... Oh, wait, no. We gotta get rid of the dirt first. We really need to go get the weird enchantment. The one that makes it so you crouch faster or whatever. We need to get that enchantment very soon. I don't really want to, but we're going to need the skulk anyway at some point, so we're going to need to go get that at some point. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to be a total bitch about it. Because obviously, a warden in a hardcore totemless world is not great. So we're going to be a real bitch about it. If it shriek, we get the fuck out of there. If it shriek once, we get the fuck out of there. And we're going to ensure that we have our escape route. So we'll we'll go there. We'll quietly do all the stuff and things, and then it will work. What shriek? The shriekers in the ancient city. The shriekers that summon the warden. We're going to have to wool that off completely, and we're going to do it absolutely like a bitch. %100%. Because we are going to need Swift Sneak, and there's one block specifically that I cannot get anywhere else except for that area. And that is Skulk, well, a couple blocks. Skulk Catalysts, Skulk Shrieker, and the Amethyst Skulk thing, the Budding Skulk or whatever the hell it's called. We're going to need all of those blocks, so we got to get those. Calibrated Skulk, that's what it is. Calibrated. Yeah, we're going to need at least 3 of each of those blocks, so we're going to need to go there eventually. Are going to need to go there. And I don't know what we'll use the Skulk for, but I'm sure we can do something with it. Sure. I don't know what we'll use any of those blocks for, to be honest, but it shouldn't be that hard to fit it into something. Like, we could fit it into the black building. We could fit it into the grayscale building. We could fit it into, we could fit it into a bunch of things, I think. Should be okay. Or we use it as like a little bit of a sky or something. It should be okay. Alright, so now we got that, and now we go 1, and then we start doing the 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And we're not going to make it the same as the other, which is why I broke this up into other parts, because I want it to be natural. So we'll make that work. So we'll place all of this glass first, and then once we place the glass, we're going to remove the dirt, and that will save us a step in the future, and that should work. Should work in our favor. Figure out how to light this area, figure out all the trees for this area. A lot of things, man. A lot of things. Okay. We're going to go ahead, though, and we're going to call it there. I did not expect to be working on a sanctuary for 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and call it there for today. We didn't actually do any of the things that we wanted to do. 0 of the goals. But we're going to go ahead and call it there. So Latte, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for the chats. And thank you for the redeems. Oh, wait. We got to do one more thing before I forget. I got to go get one more bunny for Lighthouse. Hold on. I got to get you one more bunny, Lighthouse. Before I forget. One more bunny. Terry. And you. Make the baby. There we go. We have another bunny. I think that's 6 bunnies now. A lot of bunnies. All right. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time. Ciao.